Mini Jake, the tribe has spoken.
Fuck you, Kevin.
Aw, fuck you too, sweetie.
I'm JJ, one of the original Tribe of Nerds members. You can catch me on Marvel, Pokemon, and other gaming podcasts.
What up? It's Josh, resident superhero nerd, but I also dabble in the occasional super villain as well.
Some may know me as the Chaos Gremlin, but really I'm just Joe King.
Pikachu, use Volt Tackle! Good job, Pikachu!
On the Tribe of Nerds. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Tribe of Nerds. Super excited to get to our next big movie review of the year, Jurassic World Rebirth. I almost said Dominion, but because they all kind of blend together. But excited to welcome my Vanquish mod friend, Mike James, to the podcast. Mike, welcome.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, it's super exciting. So, Mike, walk us through like what your love of movies, like how you got into movies and that kind of thing.
I gotta say, it started way back in like high school. I don't know what it is, but movies are just a way to escape and go different places when you can't go different places. And I don't know. I like every kind of movie, but I go all the time. I go at least once a week. It probably sounds really bad, but sometimes twice a week over the summer. But I don't know what it is. It's just going there. It's the way different going to the movie theater than going and watching it on TV at home.
Oh, 100%. Like I love just being in a theater rather than at home for a lot of new movies. Like I try to go and just check out like the big blockbusters that I'm interested in. And then it's like everything else is just like, I don't know. Like there's movies I actively try to avoid.
Oh, 100%. I have an unlimited pass, so I mean, I pay like a monthly fee, and then I can go in as many times as I want. And there's 2 movies I won't go see.
Yeah. It's like as much as Ryan Neowayan is going to keep trying to get me to watch Twilight, I will not bend.
That could be like a nice rainy day movie at home, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, let's get into Jurassic World Rebirth, Mike. So, I mean, what are your thoughts on this movie? You said you saw it twice. So...
I did. I wanted to see it again just so I had, just to refresh the memory. But honestly, it was okay. It was entertaining. The second time I saw it, there are people behind me that were very much into it and very much gasping at everything. I'm like, please, people, it's not that bad. But that made it a little more interesting the second time. But did it need to be made? I don't know. Probably not.
No. It was like, I don't know. They just like decided to make more money and like, because they really could have ended the franchise at Dominion, and Dominion wasn't great. Like it was entertaining as well, but like it probably wasn't what the fans deserved for a finale to the franchise. Yeah. And then just again, like,
now this one really shouldn't end it like it is, but I hope it does.
Yeah, it won't probably, because it will make money and then they'll be like, oh, we need a sequel to this.
Yeah.
I think they've already like greenlit a sequel, honestly. I could be wrong about that, but I think there was something about like ScarJo like did so well that they want to greenlight another sequel with her.
I mean, she was good, but I don't know. I hope the family's not in it again.
Yeah, judging from how the last trilogy went, they'll have like the kids in the first one or the family in the first one, and then they'll get rid of them for the other 2 sequels.
Hopefully. I mean, they should be alive anyways, but that's just my own take on things.
Yeah, we'll get into that. So yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it enough, and we'll get to letter grading at the end of the review. But I just feel like, besides the fact that it shouldn't have existed, I'm watching it, and it is like delving into, okay, we have ScarJo, we have Mahershala Ali, we have Jonathan Bailey. Okay, there's our three main characters. Perfect. Yeah. All of a sudden, takes time out of that to then go follow this family sailing, and it's just like.
Yeah, why? just for the dramatic element, I guess, but it wasn't that dramatic because it got kind of I can't even explain. It just wasn't needed.
Yeah, it was just so odd because, like, I don't know, like I'm trying to think of the words, like, dramatic effect of it all, and like it's just weird. And like it took like 40 minutes for them to show us like the mosasaur is like,
yes,
crashing into their sailboat and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, did we really need this large of a chunk of the movie? Maybe it's not 40 minutes. Maybe it's really just like, yeah, it felt like it. And so I'm just like, okay. And then they're almost to the island with the other characters, with ScarJo and stuff. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh, we need a distress call from this boat. We've got to go all the way back to get this family. And then the mosasaur is just right there, even though they said it was like right by where they were at.
Yeah, I think it made it seem like the mosasaur knew they were coming for it, so they wanted to cause the drama by not being where it was supposed to be, and sink that ship, and then hunt them because they're going back to get them. I don't know. That's what I kind of got from it.
Yeah, it was just I couldn't believe it. Like it was just, and then like they were obviously going to kill off some of the crew, and like once you saw like half that crew there that didn't. Yes. I didn't even remember their names. Like all I knew was that one of them was Francis from Deadpool. So I was like, I just kept being like, oh, it's Francis.
Yeah, okay, now that you say that, yes.
Yeah, I'm just like, and he's the first to die, and then the other two I didn't recognize, but like they must just be like newer actors. But
yeah,
I was just like, you knew they were gonna be fodder immediately, and
100%.
They like telegraphed right before it was gonna happen that they were gonna die. So
I was also confused. We're going back to the sailboat when they showed way off in the distance the fins of the other ones that eventually came into action in the water.
Yep.
I don't understand why they had to show them, and when they didn't come into the sailboat at all. It was just I thought it was weird.
Yeah, that was odd. They didn't need to show the Spinosaurs like at that moment.
I'm glad you know the names of all of them because I don't remember all the names.
Yeah. So I don't know. It was just odd, and then I think it's just okay. We got to shove this dinosaur in there.
Yeah,
and then obviously they got to shove the T-Rex in later. And that was a whole thing.
Yeah.
I also wanted to bring up how the movie starts, and it reminded me of Final Destination Bloodlines this year, where someone does something really stupid that causes everything to, like, it's Snickers guy.
Literally.
Like, we had Penny Boy earlier in Final Destination Bloodlines, and now we have Snickers guy.
Yeah. And it was. I did like the beginning, other than like the Snickers. Like, I mean, you knew where it was going as soon as he dropped the Snickers wrapper.
Yeah, it was just weird. And then like we obviously are gonna wait the entire movie to then get to the climax of like, oh, this is the lab that we just saw at the beginning, and I don't know. And also like the hybrid dinosaurs, we've been seeing it since 10 years ago when Jurassic World started with Chris Pratt.
Yeah.
Like now we're just mutating dinosaurs. I mean, really, it started at the beginning of the franchise, but like, they started really delving into the idea in 10 years ago. So.
Yeah, I mean, they were kind of interesting. The new dinosaurs. I like the flying velociraptors.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, because like then. Because they're talking about how like these flying velociraptors are so like deadly, and then all of a sudden you have Xavier taking a pee break and then almost gets pounced on by actual raptors, and then
it comes in. That
was a good scene.
Yeah, it was a good scene, but it's like in the same thing. It's like, so it's just gonna kill the raptor, but not him.
Yeah, that was weird, and also just like the fact. So Xavier like was complicated for me because it's like immediately you're built to not like this guy, but there's a reason why the daughter is keeping him around because he's like he has some he's a good kid at heart, but like it was just so odd. And then like anything that they could have done with Xavier's character, like explaining why he's kind of like this lazy slacker, and like because at one point him and the dad are talking, and this is after he's like saved the daughter, dove into the water for her, and he says like, oh, my past has not been great, and then they don't delve into it. Instead they break that for like a piss break for him to go take a piss.
Or when the father says like, you know, don't talk bad about yourself, that's for other people to do, or something like that. Like, then if you talk about it, it's going to come true. Yeah, like they could have gone into why he was looking down on himself, but they didn't.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm like, the whole family just, I don't know. In my opinion, they should have not survived the island, but that's just me.
Yeah, well, the dad is like a hurt knee for half the movie.
I literally thought he cracked his ankle on the boat, and then he's walking fine.
Yeah, they didn't make it believable that he like broke something because like he's not limping that bad.
No. But yeah, that's a whole other. Theirs was what one. Well, I mean, the older daughter falling off the boat. That's okay. Like they weren't. I don't know. I can understand her surviving that, but everything else, none of them should have lived.
No, and I don't know. And then like the guy who was supposed to be like the villain, they literally took the guy from Fallen Kingdom, the second Chris Pratt movie, and redid him.
Yeah, it was like it was almost like going back to the original when they were what's his name got the Barbasol can, and to find the DNA and stuff. But yeah, I mean, you knew he wasn't gonna make it.
No, and like
that was
Well, and like it's it like even as a similar death to that rich asshole from the Fallen Kingdom, like he gets chewed up by the big. Well, it was a T-Rex in Fallen Kingdom. This was like the weird D-Rex or whatever, the mutated one, but still similar death.
Same exact thing.
So I don't know. I was just, you knew how it was going to end as soon as he got in the car. Like he wasn't ending well for him.
No. And then the car with the alarm going off the whole time. I'm like, why is the alarm going? I mean, it was all over and above the top.
Yeah, that was just odd. Let's see, what other stuff can we talk? I mean, we should probably talk about our protagonists, like our regular protagonists. So we have Scarlett Johansson. Zora is her name, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I liked her. I thought she was able to match with the other actors, but also just like match what Chris Pratt did for the previous trilogy.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, I expected that. It's Scarlett Johansson. I mean, she is a good actress. So
yeah, she was good. I mean, she kind of commanded it right from the very beginning. I mean, she was very in the beginning lighthearted and everything. And if I'm gonna be like him sitting there eating the what are they called? The mints.
Yes.
I was just like, what is going on? Like,
that was so. Yeah.
Ridiculous.
It was a lame joke.
Yeah. Are you ready to go? Okay, let's go. It's just like, but I thought she did a really good job. She's definitely a good action movie person.
Oh, 100%. Like, she needs to absolutely stick to that. So, like, I don't know. I honestly wouldn't mind if they took Owen, Chris Pratt's character from the previous trilogy, and put him and ScarJo together. I think that would be work.
Interesting. Yeah.
And I mean, like, obviously they were both Star-Lord and Black Widow in the MCU. I don't even know if those characters interacted in the MCU, to be honest, now that I'm thinking about it.
But I don't think they ever did.
No. Wow. That's actually wild to me. But yeah, I don't know. It was and then Jonathan Bailey's character being like the nerdy guy who like his museum is getting shut down, and so he's doing this to get like the DNA so that the money so like his museum can survive. I don't know, like I liked him enough. I kind of like that we had someone that was like just excited to kind of be there. But
yeah, like when he touches the dinosaur for the first time. I mean, it was oh, he's getting his lifelong dream and whatnot. Okay, let's move it on.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't like an original character or anything.
No, not by far.
No. And then Mahershala Ali is Duncan. I liked him. Mahershala Ali is a great actor as well.
Yeah.
So I just liked him. I actually was thinking for a second that they did have him get sacrificed because they wanted to have like that emotional moment at the end of the movie.
I think that would have made the ending part of it a little better if they had. And then I don't know, it was just when they're going to rescue him and he shot the flare, they have the light out. He has a flare in his hand. How can you not see him without the light, the whatever, and it was just the whole getting him at the end was just bizarre.
Yeah, because then they have to turn around and go back. That giant mutated D-Rex is still there.
It's right, yeah. I don't know.
There's a lot of weird stuff going on. Let's talk about. I mean, what was your favorite like action sequence in the movie?
I liked when they were going for the egg DNA. That scene. I like that one the best.
Yeah, that one was good. Also, like the death there was pretty cool, where he just he's climbing up, and then you think, okay, maybe he's I mean, I figured that he wasn't gonna make it.
No, but you think that maybe he's gonna get up to the top, but
then he just gets swallowed whole by this thing, which is just like, jeez.
Yeah,
it's terrifying.
There was also the first person behind me was like, ah, I'm like, relax. It was really ridiculous, the person behind me.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like some people like honestly probably went to see this and this was their first Jurassic Park movie.
It could be too. Yeah, very well could be.
So, which is crazy. I mean, the effects are always good in these movies. They don't miss that, making the dinosaurs look realistic, at least, even if they are ridiculous looking. But
right, no, they do. I will say that's one thing the movies have done well since it started, was making the dinosaurs look real.
Right, and I mean, like from the beginning, in the beginning it was like the animatronic dinosaurs, and now it's like it is CGI, which is, I mean, makes sense. I mean, it takes a while to build animatronics, and so here, now that they have the CGI to make it look good, they can do that.
Way better.
So,
and they can do so much more with it too.
Right. And then we do have the T-Rex scene. I mean, that it's always a treat when the T-Rex comes out, because then you're like, this is the main guy.
Now was it also a mutated one? Because could they always swim?
Yeah, I've never seen. Yeah, I've never seen a T-Rex in any of the other movies swim. So I also
didn't realize that river or whatever they were in was that deep.
No,
I get totally underwater. I don't know,
right. That was scary. Like, a freaking T-Rex is able to just like go completely underwater.
Yeah.
But like, and I didn't think that they were gonna kill the younger daughter off at all. I'm like, there's no way they're gonna kill a kid.
I know, but it would have made it so much better if they did. But you knew as soon as the boat shows up in the beginning of the movie, like, they're all gonna live. There's no way they're gonna kill this family off.
Yeah.
Even the father underwater when the T-Rex was attacking, like, he should have been caught. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah. It was just a weird sequence. It was a cool sequence, but like also from the fact like the T-Rex like rolls over and then she like pops the boat open and the T-Rex just rolls back over to go get water and it doesn't notice that this raft just popped up open.
And to go back with the raft, how did the raft go under the rocks that the people were grabbing onto to pop up on the other? It was just bizarre.
It shouldn't have done that. I mean, the T-Rex should have popped the raft.
It took it underwater and stood on it. I mean, and bit it. It was just bizarre.
Yeah, there was some weird things. I think they literally just did a lot of these for like the dramatic effect, and it's the same thing with like the the flying velociraptors at the end when they fly in, and then they're like, the velociraptors are like going in like the store and like underneath in the tunnels, and then you're like, okay, this is literally just for dramatic effect.
But to go back to the store, they close the glass doors to keep it out. It runs into it, the glass does not break, and then they put a thin cart of whatever the cart was, the rack, again, that wasn't going to hold anything back, and yet it still didn't get. It was just bizarre.
I don't know, plot armor.
Yeah.
And then we did have the tiny little triceratops as well. Dolores was what she named it.
Dolores, Dolores, yes.
It was adorable. So, but I don't know how that kid is going to keep that little triceratops. I mean, that thing is going to grow.
Well, that also, but like when they go back home, like all the rest of they've died, like because of the environment. So it's like you should have left Dolores there, little girl, because now it's gonna die.
Yeah, I realized that too, because because that's carrying off of the previous trilogy, right? That the dinosaurs are now all over the Earth, and then they all end up dying off, except for like the ones on the equator.
Right.
So
I guess that kind of opens it up, though. There's your sequel, Dolores.
Right. Yeah, I liked that they left like things in from the last trilogy. If they were going to continue, like at least we're seeing, okay, dinosaurs still exist in the real world.
Yeah.
So, because the biggest concern, they could have like completely ruined it more if they decided to go back to the park.
Oh, 100%. If they went back to the original island, yeah.
Yeah. Which got blown up in the last trilogy by the volcanoes.
Yeah. That would have been interesting to see it, yes, if it was still there.
Yeah. Honestly, anything else that we haven't talked about? I'm trying to think anything that we haven't touched on, Mike, before we get to letter grading.
I don't think so. No, I think we've hit everything.
Yeah. Cool. Well, Mike, what do you give this movie as a letter grade?
All right. If I'm being totally honest, I would probably give it like a C+.
Yeah, that's very fair. I gave it like a B-. Like it's entertaining enough, but like again, it didn't need to exist.
No.
A lot of weird stuff that we've mentioned. So
yeah, if this was like you said earlier, if it's your first one you're seeing, then you're probably going to love it and think it's great and want to go see more. But if you've seen all of them, like we have, it's like, ugh, okay. We know there's probably going to be more, and of course we're going to go see them. But do they need to be made? No.
No. So this is like the 7th in the franchise, correct? Because there's been 2 trilogies.
I think so.
Yeah. So, yeah. But by this point, everybody who's seen, this is their 7th movie. There's not really any surprise.
No, and now look with you saying like how the last one left off where dinosaurs were taking over the world and now they're all dead and they're only around the equator. Obviously, that's where it's all going to take place. But what else can you do with it? I don't know. I don't know where else you can go with it.
Yeah, they've beaten the mutated dinosaurs to death at this point. Like that's the other thing is like I don't need to see another mutated, because also like the big bad dinosaur at the end in like for the past 4 movies has been this giant mutated dinosaur.
Yeah.
Like it was the Indominus Rex, it was the Indoraptor, Dominion. I'm trying to remember exactly what it was called, but there was something there too.
Yeah, mutated dinosaur. Yeah, they're all basically the same. They just all look different, but they all do the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, B-, C+, that I think right around there. So I would say, like, if I'm looking at what I've seen so far this year, I'm trying to think. So I've seen Brave New World, Captain America. I haven't seen too many movies this year so far. So I think, I don't know, even though I'm like a Marvel fan, on a rewatch, Captain America did not hold up as well.
Oh yeah, that was a one and done.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like this is probably better than that, at least.
Yeah, you mean the Red Hulk one? Yeah, I mean, that was a hard movie to get through.
Yeah, and then Thunderbolts. I think this is not as good as Thunderbolts. I really enjoyed that one.
I like Thunderbolt. I thought it was good.
Yeah,
it was very aiming.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then looking forward to the one that's coming out this week too.
Yep, Superman. We'll be reviewing Superman as well on the channel. Probably Josh and Gabe will join me for that one, and then Fantastic Four.
Oh yeah, that's 2 weeks away.
Yep. So superhero movie time once again. But thanks, Mike, for joining me on this.
My pleasure. It was fun.
Yeah. So with that, subscribe to our YouTube channel, like, share, comment, all that good stuff. If you're listening to this, you'll get more movie reviews and things like that. And we'll see you all next time on the Tribe of Nerds.
See you, everybody.